Welcome back in another video. In this video, I'm answering your question about affirmation. And the question was related to one of the old videos I made about the power of self-talk and the law of assumption. And the question was along these lines: is self-talk and affirmation the same thing? Because I've been using affirmation for a while and I don't think they work. I haven't seen any significant result. Should I continue to do affirmation, or should I focus on my self-talk and how I visualize? And I want to spend some time on this question because I think it's a very important and valuable question. Now, what I meant by my last video, the words self-talk and affirmation, in my opinion, are one and the same. Because every thought you have is a little bit like an affirmation. You are affirming something, even if it's not intentional, even if it's not conscious, even if it's just an old repetitive thought. It is something you affirm in your mind, and this will have some form of effect in your life, even if it's a tiny little effect. And self-talk is nothing more than a thought or a mental activity that goes on in your mind. So they're one and the same. Now, what I believe your question was meant to ask is, why is my affirmation not working? I truly think that this is the essence of your question, and that's why you ask me, should I change? Should I just focus on self-talk or whatever? And my answer to you will be, okay, I don't know which affirmation you've been using, I don't know what you're affirming for, but if it's not working in your life right now, there might be a few little reasons, and I want to go over those reasons. And I think that those might help a lot of people because they're common pitfalls. The first reason is a little bit what I said in that video. You may not be using enough repetition. Okay? You may have been spending just a little bit of time affirming certain things that you want to manifest in your life, and the rest of the day you keep thinking in the old way. You're not paying attention to what's happening, you're not paying attention to what you're automatically imagining, you're not paying attention to all that mental activity going on. So that could be the one thing tripping you up, because if you spend a bit of time affirming and you spend a gigantic amount of time thinking in subconscious all ways that are actually opposite of what you want, you can see the conflict, okay? And that's why, even though you're spending time and intention and energy trying to change the way you think, it's going to take tremendous amount of time, simply because those two thoughts are clashing over and over and over again. And so your mind is like, okay, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. You have to stop wavering, I guess that's a word. You have to stop going from one to the other, and you have to decide that this is what I want, and any thought that is not aligned, I will just put it on pause for now. And I will remain faithful to those new thoughts as often as I can. I will go on a big freaking purge. And you have to make that new way of thinking habitual, repetitive, normal, enjoyable. This is not like a punishment. This is something that you get to do because you understand that it can create tremendous effect in your life that is good for you. So do it from a place of fun, not from a place of punishment. Oh my God, I have negative thoughts, I have to get rid of them, because it gets really stressful otherwise. And it puts you in in one of those negative states a little bit. So play with this. Okay, that would be the first reason why maybe you're not experiencing what you want. Not enough repetition and too much opposite conflicting thoughts that has the residual effect of your past conditioning. That would be my first advice. My second advice to make that work for you would be to relax a little bit. Okay? For whatever reason, when I was reading your question, it kind of felt like you were a little bit tense about this, a little bit, there was some form of urgency, there was some form of importance, and maybe even a lot of doubt attached to it because you don't see it, and maybe there is something that you really want, really need now. And this can make things work against you. And the reason why this can make things work against you is because there's a form of resistance in your situation right now. There is something that seems like is lacking, that you really, really want, that you don't have right now, that when you feel and see and touch and experience that lack, puts you in a state of scarcity, in a state of survival, in a state of I don't have it. And you're constantly, it seems to me, looking for, oh my God, when is my thing gonna come? How it's gonna come? Who's gonna bring it? Is my affirmation not working? Is this not working? Is there something else I need to do? And all of that, doubting if it's happening, is always taking you out of the state, and brings me back to the point number one. You engage in old thoughts. It's not working. It's taking time. Is this technique not working? Is there a better way for me to do it? Is there something else I need to do? All those thoughts, your subconscious mind also acts on them. Do you see it? Do you see it? It's very easy not to see this kind of thought because you're obsessed on how and who and what, and whether you're doing it the right way or the wrong way, or what you need to change, or the technique or whatever. But it's your mental activity that is driving you crazy, that makes you overthink, that puts you in an out of state, that puts you in survival, that puts you in doubt. That's what you need to change. The doubt, you are not convinced that you can have it, that it will come to pass, that you will manifest it, that you can trust life to bring exactly what you need, that you may need to get involved in some point and take action and follow your inspiration and do all those things, but that you are absolutely convinced it will happen. Because you're saturating your mind with what you want, with that burning desire, as Napoleon Hill would say. So this is a quick answer to your question of why your affirmation maybe is not working in your specific situation. Again, I don't know what is it that you're trying to manifest. I don't know what is it exactly, but if you have any specific you want to attach, if you have any specific question about this, or any of you watching has a specific question about this, feel free to comment down in the comments. I'll be happy to help you the best I can. So that's it for me in this video. Often it's not to do with your affirmation, whether it works or not. Affirmation work. It's all to do with your mental activities. And I invite you to stay consistent, to persist, to relax, to have fun with it, and to trust, and just let go of how and when and who's going to happen. Trust the process and just enjoy the process. Enjoy your day. Have fun with it. Because when you have fun, things are so much easier. So have more fun, have less worry, and I think this might help you the most. Be well. I'll see you in my next video.